Well, I'm back. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. This episode is going to be trust the process. We got to trust the process. Last week, obviously, there wasn't technically a new episode. I think you may have noticed that that video was from a Thirsty Actor beer review that I did, and it was very impromptu. Didn't feel like doing it, and I was like, you know what? I've got to channel this energy, this what I'm feeling right now, and just talk. And it ended up being a really cool Thirsty Actor beer review episode, and I'm like, you know what? Post it on the Talking Life, as I mentioned, Talking Life channel, as I mentioned in the video. So it kind of worked out. The reason why I'm bringing this up is the last week. Obviously, I think I say almost every episode that it's always an interesting week. It's been an interesting week. I've been in touch with this subscriber of mine on the other channel, on the Starving Actor Food Review channel. Which, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to it yet, it's a lot of fun. I do like a opening skit. Got a nice intro, and then I review. I've been doing some home reviews, but now I'm back on the road. I'm about to be back on the road in Orlando and Tampa, doing some reviews at pizza places, burgers, hot dogs, cheesesteaks, and then obviously loads of breweries. So it's definitely a lot of fun, especially if you've been cooped up in your house. It's a great way to just kind of like live vicariously and just get excited about traveling again. So, but I've been in touch with this guy who is a subscriber of mine on that channel named Tomas, and from Budapest, and we've been in touch through email, and he's a digital content creator over there, pretty successful, and gave me some pointers on, because he really likes the channel, he likes the content that I'm putting out, and he says, I think this could be better and this could be better, and I'm like, all right, well, I always have an open ear. It's like, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. So, and I liked what he had to say, and I liked some of the changes he was making with some of the digital stuff that I could add to the videos. But then it got to a point where he suggested that the beer reviews be on a completely different channel. Have a whole new channel for the beer reviews, because it at least for him, he thinks that viewers will be confused. That it's Starving Actor Food Reviews, but having beer reviews there as well. Like Thirsty, it just didn't coincide. And I agreed. I was like, it could be. There's definitely lower views on the beer reviews on there, probably because of the algorithm, I would think. But, and then after making that Thirsty Actor beer review, which then I uploaded here on this channel, I thought, well, you know what, maybe I can make, instead of starting a completely new channel, I was obviously been looking at the numbers of Talking Life presently, right now, as of, what is this, January 18th, 19th, January 19th, 2021. Viewership is low, 22 subscribers, which I'm very grateful for. So I'm not making this anymore for, I'm not making this to make money right now. Like, it's great talking to you guys, and I know we're 3 minutes in, but this is all going to pay off, trust me. Thank you for staying along. I started doubting. What Talking Life is. It's like, do I need to change it? Do I need to change what I started? Do I need to change what I intended to do, what I sought out to do? And I got tempted. I'm like, all right, because of one person's opinion, I allowed it to play with my ego, with my fears. And it's like, well, this channel's doing really well. Maybe if I combine what I do with Talking Life and the beer reviews into one channel, maybe that would make it successful. And I went along with it, and I'm telling you, last night, it was tough. I'm like, I don't know. I filmed this other beer review yesterday with Jared, and I'm like, all right, this is the first one. This is going to be the first beer review that's going to be on Talking Life, and the new channel is going to be either Thirsty Actor Life Chats or Thirsty Actor Beer Reviews. And I'm like, last night I'm like, I'm not going to upload it tonight. I'm going to wait. There's too much friction. There's too much friction with this, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with making this decision right now. I'm going to hold off. Episode is edited. I'm going to hang back and just see how I feel tomorrow. I had a conversation with a friend and kind of woke me up. It's like, all right, well, you know what? Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should do it. Yeah, it'll be good. All right, cool. So I think stating that's like, all right, cool. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to post it tomorrow. I go to bed. And probably the last hour or two of sleeping, like I was consciously, or at least in my dreams, thinking about this decision. Like thirsty after live chats, thirsty after beer reviews, talking live. What am I gonna keep? Why am I changing this? I really like what I have. Does that mean that I only drink beer now in these advice? Talking life videos, or no, I mean thirsty, you can have coffee, but then again, if you're thirsty, why would you have coffee? That's actually dehydrating, so is beer. But does that mean that I drink a whole bunch of different stuff? That is too much. That is too much. How can I say? It's like it's trying to come up with all, it's trying to change something that I don't want to necessarily say can't be changed, but again, I allowed other people's opinions feed my fears and consider maybe I need to change this, which probably subconsciously is like maybe I need to change myself and not be who I am. Talking life, like today I changed some things here and there, and I landed on the very first video that I made. I think it was just talking life, this is me. And it was me just making a statement of what this will be, what I'm doing here. It's like I'm not trying to make money here. I'm just here talking to you. So I'm not an expert. I don't have a degree in psychology, all this stuff. I don't have that. I'm just one person who has an outlook on life, on his life, and what I've seen and what I've learned, and sharing wisdom that I've learned. Because why not? Why not? If it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, then okay. Then go watch Tony Robbins because he's really good. So, and I saw that, I'm like, wow, that was a gasp. I went to the YouTube app on my phone, and I'm learning new things. I'm learning a lot of new things with social media and how this stuff works. And I realized that you can obviously change the name of your YouTube channel. And when I went to the Talking Life channel, it never had Talking Life in the name of the channel. It was just my name. And I'm like, what? Why did I never do that? Because I thought I couldn't change the channel name. So I changed it to Talking Life. And then on the TV, it's like, all right, let's see how this works. So I just searched Talking Life. Will the thumbnail for the subscribe button show up? And it didn't. Another channel did, called Talking Life, and I looked up this guy. It's like he's been around for 2 years and he's consistently making videos. I'm like, wow, okay, well, there's already another Talking Life channel. And I'm like, well, I put the text on the thumbnails for every episode, Talking Life with Gabriel Manic. Fucking make Talking Life with Gabriel Manic, and I did. And as soon as I saw that in the app, I was like, yeah, what have I been waiting for? And it finally felt right. I mean, Thirsty Actor live chats, I could do that on the other channel, no problem. But the point is here of trusting the process. 9 minutes in, 9 minutes in, it's important to have an open mind, an open ear, to listen. But sometimes, people can mean well. They want to see you grow. They want to see you do. They don't like seeing you upset, frustrated, this and that. And then, they'll tell you, well, just do it. You got to just try it. And it's true. Sometimes you just have to try things. But if it does not feel right, if it feels right, feels good, but you're just a little nervous, yeah, lean into it, because then you get over it. It's facing your fears. But this just did not feel right. It's like, no. It's like I knew I would be feeding my ego. I don't know about feeding ego, but at least it involved ego. Like, maybe this will get my numbers up. Who cares about the numbers? Like, I know for a fact at least one person, well, two people Correction, three. Three people right now consistently watch these videos. I've always said, even if it's just one person that I can influence or help, I've done my job. That's it. And realistically, the first person that I help is myself, because this is important. It's important to get these thoughts out, and if it ends up helping somebody else in the process, I can't ask for more. I mean, yeah, why ask for more? Everything else will work itself out. Trusting the process is not easy. Getting yourself also to the point where you realize you're getting in your own way and there's friction. If there's friction, things need to be calm, peaceful, relaxed. When I was thinking about this earlier, the things that are meant for you will come with ease. They will just come into your life. I mean, think about it. Think about the friends you've met, the people you've dated who it just seems effortless, like you've known them forever, or a job you go to and you're like, you know what, I love the environment here, I love the vibes here, I think I could really work here. It's not necessarily even the work, it's just I want to be here. Those things just easily come into your life when you least expect it. But when we try to control things, friction, that's where friction happens, because you also personally don't believe that that could happen, or that this opportunity could come, or this and that. It's like, just do what you set out to do because it felt right to you. Once it starts not feeling right anymore, that probably means that either your beliefs changed, your values changed, and it's like now it's time to move forward. But the thing is, talking life, I think it's good that I experimented, but it's like, do what feels right. Don't do all these extra things to just get more views and hope that people like you and hope that they won't be bored. You know, I watched at least the first two videos I made for this channel. And I like the fact that there was music, keep it moving and all that. I love it. It's one of my songs, and having the title card and all that. I might bring it back. Who knows? Because I love the visuals. But at the same time, I would cut in between every space, every silent moment. And sure, it kept it flowing. But at the same time, I'm like, whew, this is a lot of information. This is, I need time to breathe. And obviously in those videos, it's almost as though I wasn't breathing. So, and I see the difference of how these videos have grown now, where now I'm just, I don't really edit these Talking Life videos much. It just seems more personal, more down to earth. You really can feel the energy, the vibe of the video, which is why, I think last week's video, again, which was a beer review episode, it just was raw. It was real. And, for those of you who want to hear somebody else's perspective or potentially relate to somebody else, just through these kind of conversations, and eventually I really see myself having another person here, talking about life and all that. I see that. I'm just not in a rush to get there. Knowing that you can feel what I'm saying. It's like the words don't even matter. It's like you can just sense. I think that's a good place to come from, because again, you don't feel rushed. You can breathe. It's palatable. It's digestible, like this. Reaching the 15-minute mark, it's probably time to go. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for sticking around, and when you're watching this, it might be 2030, 2030, it could be 2040. And things are just going to be completely different, and you're like, man, this guy, the way how he talked in 2022, and now you see how the numbers have changed, or how things have changed. It brings a huge perspective into how things need to go, progression, trusting the process. So with whatever you're doing in your life, in your business, in your relationships, family, creative outlets, just trust the process, and always remember what you originally sought out to do. The first feeling that excited you. Hold on to that and just enjoy the ride. I'll see you next time.